I want to talk to you about personal credit cards for fair credit that pull Equifax. We're having a conversation about a $100,000 power limits. And so here's a review I want you to pay attention to. Number 7, we have PenFed Gold Visa. Our score, 8.3 over 10. So when you think about PenFed Gold Visa, I want you to think about a card that is graded with its low APR. So you're looking at 16.99% to 17.99%. And we love the fact that you can actually carry a balance if you want to. And the card actually, so if you have fair credit, you'll qualify. So 600, 625, they will qualify you, not a problem at all. What we don't like about this card is that it has no rewards. This card doesn't earn any rewards, okay? And so you only get the card if you have to, if you're looking for a low interest credit card. And in addition to that, you got to be a member of PenFed. I mean, the PenFed is an open credit union, so everybody can qualify. You don't have to be in the military to qualify for PenFed. By the way, PenFed stands for Pentagon Federal Credit Union, okay? And but it is what it is. So let me quickly walk you through the pros and cons of this card here. The pros: the card has no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and there is a promotional APR on balance transfers every now and then. So we kind of like that a lot. And what about the cons here? The card has no rewards. Can you imagine that? No rewards, no fancy perks or benefits. And the promotional APR, that offer only applies to balance transfers, not purchases. And so again, and also this whole thing required PenFed membership to apply. So it is what it is. So one thing I want to say here is that when you think about the PenFed Gold Visa, you want to use this card if you want to transfer. Let's say you want to transfer some balances and you're looking for a low APR. Now, even the 16.99%, we've seen lower APRs on other credit cards, but the only problem is that those credit unions, you need to be in a certain geography. So with PenFed, you don't have to live in any state. You can qualify no matter where you live. So this is really good. So so you get this card if you're trying to save on APR. That's it. Nothing else. The card has no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, no cash advance fees. That's it. Okay. Of course, you have 24/7 fraud monitoring, but those are perks you find on every card. So PenFed Gold Visa, our score 8.3 over 10. Number 6, we have Key Cashback. Our score 8.7 over 10. So if you're looking for a personal credit card for fair credit that checks Equifax, Key Cashback is kind of cool. We love this card a lot because you're basically, so eligibility for the card is based partly on where you live. Remember, Key Bank is a geo-restricted bank. Okay, so the bank is based in Cleveland, and while you don't have to live in the Buckeye State, card applicants are limited by location. So to apply for the card, either in person or online, you must live in one of 15 states: Alaska, Colorado, Connecticut, Idaho, Indiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Utah, Vermont, or Washington State. And so there is a 2% cashback that is really tied to this card. The 2% cashback rates come with certain conditions. So earning 2% cashback on all purchases is among the best flat rates in our view that you will find. But to get that rate, you must have a KeyBank checking accounts with at least $1,000 in deposits each month, as well as a KeyBank savings or investment accounts with a minimum daily balance of $1,000. And so the thing is that KeyBank really wants to value relationships with you. Other cards that we have analyzed that offer similar rewards with no restrictions include the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Okay, and this is kind of cool. You don't have to have a Wells Fargo bank account for that. The card offers a 0% introductory balance transfer APR. So while this card does have a balance transfer fee of $10 or 4% of the transfer, it offers a 0% introductory APR for the first 12 billing cycles on balance transfers made in the first 60 days. And after that, a variable ongoing APR kicks in. So, and you can actually redeem your cash back in a couple of ways. So you can actually have the cash directly deposited into a KeyBank checking account or savings account, or as a statement credit on your card. And you also get rental car insurance. So this is kind of cool. This is a great card overall. We love it a lot. And so our score for this card 8.7 over 10. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here to have this quick convo with you about personal credit cards for fair credit that check Equifax. Number 5, we have Fifth Third 1.67% cashback. Our score, 9 over 10. So when you think about this card, I want you to quickly go through the pros and cons here. So pros, you have unlimited 1.67% cashback. You also have a no annual fee. And so there's a good intro balance transfer offer. We'll love that a lot. What about the cons here? There is no bonus cashback category. This card requires a specific Fifth Third bank account, and there is no sign up bonus. So what we love about the card is that it's pretty flexible. But you got to have this thing is you got to have an account with Fifth Third. It is it's a bummer, but hey, listen, it's a way for Fifth Third to actually ramp up its customer base. So you have unlimited 1.67% cashback. You have a solid introductory balance transfer offer. And so you are having here 0% APR intro offer for 12 months from account opening. That's one of the better balance transfer offers in the category here. And so you have, now let's talk about the cashback. So earning the cashback. So the 1.67 cards rewards program couldn't be simpler. All eligible purchases earn 1.67% cashback with no caps on earning potential and no bonus rewards categories or tiers to complicate things. Rewards do not expire as long as your account remains open and in good standing. As flat cashback rates goes, 1.67% in our view occupies the middle ground between the relatively low 1% to 1.5% rate offered by many entry-level cards and the 2% to 2.5% offered by more generous cards. And so it's nothing really special, but it's not really low either. So you can redeem cashback in any amount at any time. The best way to do this is by setting up automatic redemptions, zeroing in on your rewards balance between what really works for you. And the APR here will cap at 25%. So it is what it is. But overall, this is a decent card. This is a really decent card to actually have. And yeah. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about the personal credit cards for fair credit that check Equifax. Not Experian, not TransUnion, but Equifax. Number 4, we have Capital One Platinum. Our score, 9.1 over 10. So when you think about Capital One Platinum, I want you to think about a card that is straightforward. It is a straightforward card for all the people who are looking to sort of build credit, because the card is great for average credit. The card has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fee. So nothing really complicated here, nothing really outstanding either, okay? And so you just need to use the card responsibly so you can beef up your credit limits and actually get upgraded to another card. But the card does have high APRs, but the card does have no rewards at all. So, okay, when you think about the Capital One Platinum credit card, this is just a card for building credit. Okay, and so you are automatically considered for a higher credit line in as little as 6 months. So what happens here is that Capital One will check your they will actually monitor your account usage to see what's really happening here. And on top of that, you can also monitor your own account usage and credit score. And because Capital One has a service called CreditWise that allows you to actually just monitor everything. And you don't have to be a Capital One customer to actually use the service. Just use the service and you can, if you just want to monitor your FICO score, this is kind of fine. Now, this card actually, the APR is really high. This is a card. This is why you don't want to carry a balance. You don't want to carry a balance on this card. You really want to pay everything. I mean, honestly, and so you are able. So the card is kind of cool because you are spending less on fees because the card has no annual fees. It has no foreign transaction fees. And this is kind of cool. So if you are purchasing overseas or you're purchasing on foreign websites, you're not going to have any fees like slept with fees or whatever. So you earn the chance to boost your credit limits after 6 months, 3 to 6 months. And so this Capital One credit card actually will report to all 3 major credit bureaus. So even though the card itself is checking Equifax, it is reporting to all 3 credit bureaus. You are able to avoid a penalty APR for late payments. And so this is really good, but do not expect anything else. There are no rewards or nothing. It's just a bare bones bare bones credit card you can think about. So yeah, it is what it is. Number 3, we have Citizens Cashback Plus World. Our score, 9.4 over 10. So when you think about the Citizens Bank Cashback Plus World MasterCard, you're looking at a card that is really great in terms of APR is kind of decent too, though. You're looking at 20% all the way to 28%. And so the card offers 1.8% cashback on all, first of all, okay, let me just go back a little bit. So this card actually is great in terms of the cashback. So you are getting 1.8% cashback on all other eligible purchases with no earning caps. And so for the categories where you are earning caps, you will earn 10% cashback on up to $500 in monthly grocery store, restaurant, and food delivery purchases. So this is kind of cool. So what about is there an introductory APR? Yes. Yes, you have a 15-month 0% APR introductory rate on balance transfers. After that, 20% to 28%. I just said that. And what we love about the card also is that you are able to actually to get the card even though you don't live in the geography that Citizens Bank covers. Remember, Citizens Bank is a geo-restricted bank, so you got to be in a certain geography. But for this credit card, they have lifted those requirements. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So when you think about this card, think about 1.8% cashback on everything you buy with no limits on how much you can earn, no rotating categories to enroll in or keep track of. You can easily track and redeem your daily your cashback rewards by logging onto your credit card online. No annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, no penalty APR for late payments. Fantastic. So this is really great. And one thing I want to say also is that this card allows you to, even though the card pulls Equifax, the card will report to all 3 credit bureaus so you can build credit. Not a problem at all. So overall, this is a fantastic card in our view. And one thing I want to say also is that with the Citizens Bank Cashback Plus World MasterCard, you are able to be upgraded to another Citizens Bank card if you use the card responsibly. It's just fantastic. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about personal credit cards for fair credit that check Equifax for large amounts. And we're having a conversation about a $100,000 power limit. So this is kind of cool. Number 2, we have TD Cash, our score, 9.7 over 10. So when you think about TD Cash, I want you to think about a card that is great when it comes to, first of all, the card has a welcome bonus of $150. And the regular APR is kind of cool. Also, you are looking at 20% to 24% or 29%, depending on your credit score. And so let me walk you through the pros and cons of this card. Pros first. No annual fee. It comes with an intro offer on balance transfers. Earnings are unlimited and never expire. And you can customize actually 3% and 2% cashback categories. What about the cons here? Now, residents of certain states are not eligible to apply. I'll list the states later on, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm not going to list them. I'll just tell you which states are. And redemptions actually start at a minimum of 2,500 points. So the TD Cash credit card is a solid cashback card with no annual fee, and we love the fact that you have the option to customize your high earning rewards categories and no cap on overall rewards earned. However, it's only available to residents of TD Bank's 15 state service area plus the District of Columbia. So if you're in DC, you're good to go. So this is kind of cool. And one thing I want to say here also is that you are able to choose your two spend categories to earn unlimited 3% and 2% cash back. So, but you gotta be a resident of Connecticut, the District of Columbia, Delaware, Florida, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, North Carolina, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, and Vermont. Or Vermont. You got to live in those 15 states. And but the card is great. It has no annual fees, and you have instant credit card replacement. And you can switch spend categories up to 4 times a year. This is really good. And you earn unlimited 1% cash back on. You choose your top 2 spend categories to earn unlimited 3% and 2% cash back. And you earn unlimited 1% cash back on all other categories. So this is really great. So you can also earn $150 cash back when you spend $500 within 90 days after account opening. So this is the bonus cash back if you are a new customer. Number 1, we have Truist Future. Our score 9.9 over 10. So what we love about the Truist Future credit card here is that it is a no annual fee credit card. And this card allows you to transfer high interest debt from other credit cards or use the introductory APR rate APR period to make no interest payments on larger purchases. So either way, when you think about it, you will save anyway. Okay. So let's talk about the pros and cons of this card here. The pros, you have a 15-month 0% APR. You have competitive regular APR. And the card has no annual fee, so we love that a lot. What about the cons here? There is no grace period on balance transfer fees, and transfers must be made within 90 days for promotional APR. So if you are in the market for a balance transfer card, the Truist Future credit card is worth considering. Not only does it have an annual fee, but it also has a 0% introductory APR for the first 15 months on balance transfers and purchases. And as far as the regular APR goes, it's very competitive in our view. So, we think that this is one of the lowest rate credit cards in the industry, and even coming from Truist Banks. So this is just fantastic. So think about it. So the length of the introductory APR period for purchases, you are looking at 15 months. So this gives you more than a year to pay down or make a large purchase that you can pay off with equal payments and no interest before the introductory period ends. So the the intro APR applies to balance transfers and also purchases. So you have a regular APR on purchases that it's around 21%, which is really great. And so overall, and the card has no annual fee either. So again, this card is really giving you a lot of wins here. And we love the fact that you don't have to live in the geography that that Truist banks cover to actually qualify. You can qualify even if you live in a state where Truist is not present. So this is really great. Before I close to this conversation, I really want to acquaint you with our approach when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing personal credit cards for fair credit that check Equifax. I want you to check this out right now. All right, let's quickly recap here. Number 1, we have Truist Future. Our score, 9.9 over 10. Number 2, we have TD Cash, 9.7 over 10. Number 3, we have Citizens Cashback Plus World, 9.4 over 10. Number 4, we have Capital One Platinum. Our score, 9.1 over 10. Number 5, we have here Fifth Third, 1.67% cashback. Our score, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Key Cashback. Our score, 8.7 over 10. Number 7, last but not the least, we have PenFed Gold Visa. Our score, 8.3 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.